Minister Bob Hawke, a figure who deeply respected Reiner's political courage, sends a symbolic farewell. To my dear friend Rob Reiner, who inspired the world not just through laughter and drama, but through fierce political activism. Your legacy endures. Rest in peace. The circumstances surrounding his death are equally jarring. Reiner, who gave us classics like A Few Good Men and When Harry Met Sally, was found deceased in his Los Angeles home this past weekend. We will look at the police investigation into the nature of his passing, but first, the life he lived. Tonight, we trace his journey from the son of a comedy legend to a two-time Emmy winner for Meathead Stivic, and eventually, the cinematic visionary behind some of the greatest films of the 80s and 90s. Stick with us. After the break, how growing up as Carl Reiner's son shaped his early career. Rob Reiner was born in 1947 in the Bronx, the son of comedy giant Carl Reiner. Living under such a massive shadow could be daunting, but it forged a desire in young Rob to prove himself independently. His breakthrough came in 1971 with the revolutionary sitcom All in the Family. Reiner played Michael "Meathead" Stivic, the liberal live-in son-in-law to the bigoted Archie Bunker. The role was crucial to the show's chemistry, representing the generational and political clash of the era. This performance was so strong, it earned Reiner 2 Emmy Awards for Best Supporting Actor. It was during this period that he married his first wife, Penny Marshall, who would go on to become a groundbreaking director herself. Big, A League of Their Own. Their creative partnership and later separation marked a significant shift in his life. By the late 70s, Reiner decided to step away from the iconic Meathead role. He felt the need for a creative challenge, one that would take him from being a performer to a creator behind the camera. He was searching for his voice as a director, a voice he would find in a bizarre, low-budget comedy that would accidentally launch an entire genre. When we come back, the revolutionary genius of This Is Spinal Tap. Reiner's directorial debut, This Is Spinal Tap, in 1984, wasn't just a movie, it was a phenomenon. A fictional documentary, or mockumentary, about a failing British heavy metal band. Much of the film was improvised, giving it a raw, hilarious authenticity. It's a film where the laughs are rooted in recognition, and it instantly cemented Reiner as a director with a unique, self-aware comedic style. But just 2 years later, Reiner stunned critics with a completely different film, Stand By Me. Based on a Stephen King novella, it was a poignant, heartfelt journey into childhood friendship and loss. Stephen King himself called Stand By Me the best film adaptation ever made of his work. It proved Reiner's range, showing he could handle raw emotion and nostalgia just as well as satire. Then came 1987's The Princess Bride. A fairy tale told with wit and irony, this film is perhaps Reiner's most beloved. Its blend of romance, action, and quotable lines like, "As You Wish," made it an immediate classic.
These successes led Reiner to co-found Castle Rock Entertainment, the production company behind many of his biggest hits, and later the iconic show Seinfeld. With Castle Rock, Reiner was ready for his golden era, a run of films that would dominate the box office and redefine popular genres. Up next, the orgasm that made cinema history, and the courtroom drama that proved his genius. In 1989, Reiner gave us When Harry Met Sally. This film didn't just ask, can men and women be just friends? It redefined the romantic comedy genre entirely. Of course, it is most famous for Meg Ryan's unforgettable fake orgasm scene in Katz's Delicatessen,
a moment so iconic it's still referenced daily 30 years later. Reiner then pivoted dramatically with 1990's Misery, another Stephen King adaptation. This psychological thriller showcased his ability to build agonizing suspense, far away from his comedic roots. Misery earned Kathy Bates a Best Actress Oscar, a powerful endorsement of Reiner's skill in directing complex, chilling performances. His crowning commercial and critical achievement came in 1992 with the military legal drama A Few Good Men. The film was nominated for multiple Academy Awards, including Best Picture. The film delivered one of cinema's most quoted lines, delivered by Jack Nicholson: "You can't handle the truth." It underscored Reiner's talent for crafting gripping, dialogue-heavy tension. Through these successful years, Reiner found stability
and happiness with his second wife, photographer Michelle Singer Reiner, whom he married in 1989, and with whom he was found at the time of his death. Rob Reiner's filmography is a tapestry of genres, but his final years were marked not just by art, but by intense political engagement and a shocking end. Up next, the police investigation and the legacy of his activism. Beyond the screen, Rob Reiner was an outspoken progressive activist, using his fame to campaign fiercely for Democratic candidates and causes. He was particularly passionate about early childhood education and development, founding the I Am Your Child Foundation to advocate for young children. In recent years, Reiner remained active, appearing in TV series like The Bear and working on a much-anticipated sequel, Spinal Tap 2, a project that is now left unfinished. Now, to the grim details. The Los Angeles Police Department has confirmed that Reiner's death is currently being investigated as a homicide. Initial reports suggest multiple stab wounds were discovered. Hollywood is in shock. Tributes have poured in from Tom Cruise, Billy Crystal, and countless others, reflecting the deep respect the industry held for his talent and moral clarity. Rob Reiner leaves behind a body of work that spans generations and emotions, but perhaps the most fitting farewell is from the film that launched his directing career. We leave you tonight with a final, poignant reminder of his impact, a scene that perfectly captures the heart and soul he brought to the screen. Our thoughts are with Michelle Singer Reiner and his family.